Dan Dick out here for Gonzaga Nation SI. Some pretty exciting and interesting news in the realm of scheduling for Gonzaga's upcoming non-conference, not just for this year, but next year as well. Gonzaga continues to schedule about as difficult a slate as they can. The fans are going to love this. San Diego State out of the Mountain West Conference, the Aztecs and the Zags have agreed to a 2-year deal to play a home and home series. I absolutely love the decision to do this. Game one, which will be this year, looks like it will be December 29th in Spokane. The following year, Gonzaga will go down to San Diego State and play in Viejas Arena. One of the reasons I like this matchup so much and like this game for Gonzaga, actually, I can't say one reason, many reasons I like this. Well, San Diego State and Gonzaga, I think, are two of the most consistent programs on the West Coast in the last 15 years. San Diego State was not a good program until Steve Fisher took over that job. I believe they were winless in league. Steve Fisher took the job, did things correctly, built that program up. He retired a few years ago. His longtime assistant, Brian Dutcher, took over, and they haven't skipped a beat. Matter of fact, they've gotten better. San Diego State in the Final Four and the national title game a season ago where they ended up losing to UConn, but that's just one of the reasons. The other reason is everybody talks about atmospheres in college basketball. You want to play in the best venues, and I think these two programs have two of the best venues, not just on the West Coast, but in the country. We always talk about Gonzaga and the Kennel and how great they are. But Viejas Arena and the Show is also one of the best home court advantages in all of college basketball. If you think quickly about West Coast hoops, I think San Diego State is the only program that might give Gonzaga and the Kennel a run for their money as far as engagement, sellouts, crowd enthusiasm, their ability to impact the game. I mean, Arizona can at times. But then if you look through the most of the rest of the Pac-12, there's no great home court advantages. You go to the WAC, Grand Canyon supposedly has a great home court advantage, but there's not a tradition there yet. When you look at tradition and atmosphere on the West Coast for basketball programs, it's Gonzaga and it's San Diego State. So I think that's tremendous that these teams will go and play at the home arena of the opposition. So again, Gonzaga not ducking any punches in their non-conference schedule. Again, willing to play anybody, anywhere, anytime. This is just another example of it. So if you look at this year's non-conference schedule and how it shapes up, and we touched on this the other day in our WCC Weekly, you got Kentucky, you got University of Washington in Seattle. You've got UConn, who was in the national title game a season ago in Seattle. You've got San Diego State at home in Spokane, who was in the national title game against previously mentioned UConn. You've got the Maui Invitational. You've got USC on a neutral site in Las Vegas. There's not a lot that can be complained about from outsiders anymore when it comes to Gonzaga scheduling. It's top-notch. And once again, they prove the fact that they are willing to play a difficult schedule. I like this. I know San Diego State a season ago was very deep in a veteran ball club. They've had a little bit of turnover with some due to graduation, due to one of their seniors wanted to play his fifth year in another program. But I don't think that's should be the focus. The focus is two of the best programs on the West Coast entering into a home and home, and Gonzaga has the first of that series this upcoming December. So for Gonzaga Nation SI, don't forget to keep up with us for all your most recent and exciting news.